did do a bit of research on them, seeing if any of their players played in different countries before, and then I found out a couple of players played in Australia, been in a couple of tours, they're 22nd in the world.
This is a great opportunity for our boys to see good players play.
It's going to be hard. They've gone up the rankings, Uganda, had a little bit of a mixed bird recently, but they've got a solid side.
It's a lot greener than I thought it would be. It's a sensational, beautiful country. Only a few of the guys knew each other before coming out here. So we've been thrown together, but I think pretty quickly we've got a nice team bond, good team spirit.
Very lucky to be on this tour, very proud to be on it, and it's a great thing to go travelling around the world to go play cricket for your club, especially a club that you look up to and you feel honoured to play for.
Well, cricket in Uganda is still an elite sport. There are not many cricketers. Many times we can't afford to bring teams here in Uganda because we don't have any team you want, any decent team you want to invite here. You've got to pay so much to come here. The MCC coming here free on board is a wonderful position for us to be in. We play cricket all year round. These things of weather, we have no issues around weather. It will rain, we'll just wait a bit, cover the ground, wait a bit, and the next hour we are playing. So we are fortunate to be in a world like this.
We enjoy every moment of the guys' presence here, and from my side, Randy, my assistant coach, and the players to make use of this opportunity, speak to the guys. I mean, some of the guys play top level cricket, and like I always said, you never stop learning in cricket. You never stop. The day you stop, and then you must go and play bowls or tennis or something else.
Yes, you are here to perform personally and collectively as a group, but you're also here to promote cricket, where I think that's lost a little bit when you become part of that professional touring setup. So embracing why we're here and giving something back, I think that's the big difference. We're giving something back to a game that's given us a lot. You know, we've been given the opportunity to travel to somewhere that we're probably never going to get to come again, and that's the most rewarding part of it, is giving something back to the game that personally has given me so much.
Driving from hotel to the grounds in the last couple of days, it's got the stark contrast of where we are in Kampala, then 100 yards down the road you've got some fairly primitive housing and squalor and shanty towns, so it's been quite an eye-opener from that point of view. It's a hot sun. I mean, we're on the equator, and there's no doubt about it, the sun is hot. I don't know if it's because of the mountains or being right on Lake Victoria, but there is a breeze, without which it would be quite tough.
We still need a lot of help as far as the game is concerned. We don't have a lot of coaches. We need a lot of coaches. The standard is not very high, but we really need that kind of help with, of course, and equipment. But the main thing is, in my opinion, is really getting coaches to come and help, especially with the schools.
I believe there's not one national player who's got a equipment sponsor. I mean, compared it now to other countries, they're way beyond on that level. And I mean, we try to control the controllables, yeah, as they've upgraded the nets now in terms of the new mats they've put in. Then we use a lot of middle sessions also. So we try not to focus on that facility thing all the time. You know what I'm trying to say here. Yeah. But obviously, the equipment stuff, I believe there's a gentleman in Australia who sent over containers with, you know, second-hand equipment and stuff.
They don't have all the bat sponsorships, the flashy clothes, the flashy trainers, sunglasses, but they've got a smile on their face and they play the game of cricket because they love it. They genuinely love the game of cricket.
They've always been a good bowling unit and a good fielding unit. I just thought they struggled a bit with the batting, especially in the middle order. So a lot of time and effort into the batting, and it will be for the next month also before we went for Dubai for a T20 qualifier.
I thought they were good, and you know, probably comparing it to say club cricket, they as a side they'd probably be a reasonable Premier League club side. So it was good opposition, and I think they're going to be stronger in the next few games.
So if we come from here, drive through the crease, and I want you to embrace this follow through.
We have been fortunate enough to have two of your quick bowlers from MCC to have a look at three of our young boys.
So one very simple thing, just coming a little bit straighter, your whole action is going to be more economical.
These three boys, in my opinion, will make good bowlers and it is very good if they have some kind of help from people like this who have got a lot of experience. These boys will never forget it. They will never forget it. They'll remember it all their lives, and it will encourage them. The main thing that it will encourage them. Yes, of course they will learn the bowling, but the encouragement that it will give them, I think, is very important.
Good.
Why did I become a bowler? I started with John Patrick when he used to play for Uganda under 19. So I used to admire him, I used to adore him. I saw him bowling, you know, bouncers and all that, hitting people's heads. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I can do that. I said, bowling. Now, yeah, I do the same thing as he does.
He's still 19 years old. He's not getting out of hand. But I believe there's a good future for him.
He believes in talent and hard working, you know. So we the junior players, well, he motivates us.
What's cricket done for you as a person?
It's changed my life, you know, big time. From being a street kid to what I am right now. It's paid my tuition, my school fees since I was young. It's paying for my rent. It's paying for my food. It's paying for everything in my life. Because if it wasn't there, I would not be here.
Where do you think you would be?
I don't know, prison or something.
I'm sure most of them will make friends with the MCC players and people who have got experience, and they will tell them, they might ask them even, you saw me bat, I have a problem here and there, and they said, okay, this is that kind of thing. Once they talk to them, because that's what we used to do, that's what I used to do whenever he played against good players, I would discuss my game with him. Then he can give you some help. Then you say, and encouragement. The main thing is giving these young men encouragement and also giving them technical assistance or technical help.
A lot of Ugandan colleagues are starting to understand that spirit of cricket isn't necessarily just what happens on the cricket pitch. It's people who have cricket as a common interest. It gets them together in one environment, and we mingle, we interact, we talk, we share stories. And for me, that's been the most enjoyable and fun part outside of being on a cricket pitch. Really been impressed in the way the cricket has been played. I think the standard has been high. And one thing I think we really appreciate is the never give up attitude that the Ugandan cricketers show.
Okay, who's in the cricket team?
We've been asked by the Ugandan Cricket Association to do some coaching at Ginger Secondary School. There's 4,500 children at the school. They all look incredibly smart in their school uniform. I think we've probably got about 200 children out on the field at the moment. People are laughing, people are having fun, so all good for that from that point of view.
When we heard that MCC is visiting our school, we were very delighted. They normally play cricket after classes, and on weekends they also come and they practice. However, we also have 2 teams in playing the club cricket here at the school.
Spread your thumbs nice and wide. Okay, that way it's a big area for the ball to come into, okay? Then we won't drop any.
4,500 children in one school, right? It was just incredible. One teacher had a class of, we reckon, about 60, 70 children. And to be able to give something to them and put smiles on their faces with the coaching we did and the games we were playing, and a little bit corny, but to give something back was very special and very rewarding. We set off the next day, had to take a different route to normal, obviously because of flooding and so on. And then the bus slided across the road, and all of a sudden, we start tipping, and a few of us had our hearts in our mouths. I think we thought we were literally going over. And then we all pile out the bus, and these guys just appear from nowhere, Ugandans. They just appeared out of the bush and start digging up the road, making sure we can get back on, and it was great. It was one of those things that you almost hope don't happen to you, but the fact that it did happen was great and added to the experience. We've enjoyed some really good cricket. We've had some good trips, couple of days off, and it was cricket from here on in to the end.
I always wanted to play for my country. That's what I always wanted to do. My family, they're all like cricketers as well, so I decided I can't just stay out of the family when they're all sportsmen, so I have to join as well the team. So I started playing for Uganda when I was 14 years old, so I feel like it's something very important for me. So none of the guys ever played for their country at that age, so which I'm proud of that. We got lots of talent, we got lots of youngsters. Every weekend we got schools comes over here, play mini cricket, all that. So there's a lot of talented in Uganda in cricket, lots of good cricket players in Uganda. All our aim we're looking at doing is playing the World Cup. That's what everybody's dream is all about, to play in the World Cup.
Bowling's been a good learning curve actually, playing on very flat, low wickets again.
Life without cricket is meaningless, because when you are playing cricket, you come as a party, you get new friends, you get to meet all sorts of people around, but if you don't play cricket, then you're missing out a lot. Playing cricket and being a scorer, it's something very good, because when you score a match, not only you're scoring, but you get to learn more basic and skills and drills. Especially when the men are playing, you get to learn a lot of cricket from their games, basics of batting, fielding and bowling. So you don't just sit up to score, but you get to sit to learn how to score and how to play the game.
As a group, we decided before we even came out here that we wanted to donate kit. The Rwandan team, we saw were sharing bats, pads, gloves. They didn't even have thigh pads and things. And The moment that I gave my bat away to Big Eric, every single one of us knew that we were doing some good, and it was going to benefit them and help inspire them, which again is what this tour is about.
I'd like to think I was the quickest bowler, yeah, but it was good to see some of them having some good fast bowlers, and there was a lot of kids watching. Maybe I can inspire one of them to run in and try and bowl as fast as you can and become a Ugandan cricket player and maybe one day play in the World Cup. I mean, that would be fantastic.
And here we are 14 days on. It's a very strong unit, not only as cricketers but as mates. Everyone's just, you know, shared the same experience and had a laugh, the banter, the cricket. It's just brought us all together.
They have been so great, so friendly, so welcoming, really. I don't know, but I'm happy.
2 weeks have flown by, there's no doubt about that. And part of the reason why it's flown by is because we've played a lot of cricket, but we've enjoyed each other's company both on and off the field, and I think that probably speaks volumes of what MCC touring is all about.
I think tonight everyone needs to drink as much ginger beer as they can.
So I've liked the team. They know what they are doing, and I've loved cricket. I would like to join. They playing cricket one day.